Hi friends, and welcome back. Well, I know it's been a couple of weeks since I've been on, but as I said on my community page, my daughter and grandson were visiting here, and obviously, as I'm sure it is with you, time with family is very precious. So I decided just to take a week off. So we had a great time. We did a lot of fun things. And when it was time for them to leave, of course, it was a very sad goodbye. I have to confess, I am not good at goodbyes. I never have been. So it is tough. But they were probably about half an hour down the road, and she called me and she said, "Mom, we're coming back." My flight was canceled. And as we know, they had some horrific weather down in Dallas. Of course, I feel bad for the people that had to deal with that weather, and they were without power for a while. But it did benefit me because I got to have my daughter and grandson another day and a half, and we had a great time. So she called, she said, "Do you want to meet at the little cafe?" It's just a local cafe here. So I was so excited. I hopped in the car, I drove up there, I'm getting out of my car. I still had my slippers on. For some reason, my daughter wasn't surprised that I went to the cafe with my slippers on. So we've also been very busy around here. It is that time of year with weeding and planting and mulching and planting and planting and planting. But it's been a lot of fun, and it's always fun seeing all of the new things, all my perennials popping. It's just a new surprise every day. Also, my third daughter just signed a lease for her first own apartment. She's always, whether it's been living with us or living with college roommates, she's never had a place on her own, and she will now, and she's very excited. And of course, we've been having a lot of fun because there's been estate sales and yard sales, and she is a big thrifter. She loves it anyway, so the amazing deals that we have gotten for her is just incredible, and it's just like it was meant to be. But of course, also I have been picking up things for us, and what I mean for us is of course my own home, but also the shop. And I have some new items in, along with some of my estate sale and yard sale finds that I will be sharing. So if you're interested, make sure you go onto the shop, see what I have listed. I am going to show you some of the things inside, but there will be some more. As far as the consignment items, keep checking back because I am going to be out and about, and I may be adding more items as I find them. So anyway, let's go ahead. I'm going to show you a little bit out here. I don't want to take up a lot of time today with it. I'll show you some of it, and then we are going to be working on a garden project, hopefully this week. Fingers crossed we will get that done. And so then within the next week or two, I will show you a little more of the gardens. So in the meantime, let's take a quick look, and then let's head inside, and oh my goodness, I'm going to show you my deals, and I feel that I found some unique things. So let's go. Before we go inside, I just wanted to share, I've actually gotten all of my planting done. I have my pots in. We did add a little area to our center garden. I do have some more weeding to do over here. The garden is in. You can see that way in the back there. The wattle fences right there. We have decided to actually add an arch right in that area there, and I will show that to you once we have that done. But it just feels good to have everything planted. I did plant my little birdhouse, and I had fun. I added my little gnome here. He's just out on his porch having a little cup of coffee. So anyway, it's fun. I do have a couple of those left. I did put them on sale for Mother's Day, and if you're interested, check online and see what I have at this time. But it's been fun kind of planting in and around it. So that's it. I just wanted to share that with you, and like I said, I will be sharing more. Okay, so let's start with the item that I am most excited about, and that is this here. It is a writer's desk, and we got that at a yard sale. The lid does lift up. Now, when we walked into this yard sale, it looked like an antique shop. So I did ask the couple if they used to own an antique store, and they said they did. And they were just trying to get rid of some of their merchandise. But look at the details on this. Mark fell in love with it immediately. That's the old keyhole there. And you won't believe what we paid for it. $30. We could not believe it. Of course we couldn't pass it up for that. It's a beautiful piece. I don't think it's going to stay here. As you can see, we are still working on the room, and with Emily moving out, I'm not sure if I will put this piece in her old room or what I'm going to do. We'll see. It's like I said, everything's kind of jammed up here right now because this happens to be the room we are using for her to put all of her things in while she's packing. So for now, that's where it has to go, up against the wall. The other item that we got, or that I got actually, is this beautiful bowl. I don't know if you can tell how large it is. It's just so pretty. I love the detail on it. And the woman said this happened to be her mother's. I paid $5 for this. It's huge. I would hate to have anybody cut it up, but wouldn't that be a beautiful sink even? It's that large. So anyway, those are my two purchases. Let's head downstairs. Now this piece here was actually another find of the week. This happened to be Mark's find. He was driving down the road and a gentleman who happened to be cleaning out his house was just putting this out to the road for free. It's a beautiful piece. Personally, I think it looks great here, like it was meant to be. However, it is for Emily. She's going to use it to put her TV on in her living room. It is almost like a small sofa table, I guess I would call it, but it's just beautiful. It does have the dovetail sides. Obviously, we need to wipe it down yet, but it's perfect for her, and it has a little shelf on the bottom. I love it. I would love to have it here. Just as a little entryway piece, but I'm going to be a good mom and I'm going to let her have it. So anyway, that's piece number 2 as far as our best finds of the week. Now let's head into the kitchen. Okay, so let's get started here in the kitchen. As you can see, I have a lot of things laid out here on my island, and let's just dig in. So the first things I have here are, I had purchased 4 of these. These are vintage copper tarte tatin pans. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. I am not French, but we try. Anyway, as you can see, they do have a little ring hook here. So my thoughts are, I think, because this one has a tiny little, I guess a little dent type thing in it right here. It has almost like a pebbled bottom, and I have 4 different sizes. I'm keeping 2 for myself. I'm probably actually going to use them. I am going to try to use them for baking. These are the 2 smaller sizes that I am keeping. I thought, you know, for brownies or even possibly a little tart of some sort, I may use it for that. Or if you're like me, you add a candle. I add a candle to everything. If you've been watching me for a while, you get it. So I just added some lavender buds here in the bottom, and I placed a candle in it. So that's just another idea. These two items will be going in my store, lavender not included. And then the weekend that Linda from my New England Fine Living, she had posted a video of her trip to Essex, Connecticut, one of my favorite towns. And she was showing the Griswold Inn. And she actually showed the room that Mark and I stayed in one time, so it was fun. But these prints were in several of the rooms, and they are on fabric. It's a linen fabric, and that same weekend I happened to pick these up at an estate sale. The man said he was cleaning out his grandfather's attic. I paid $1 each for them. I cannot wait. I am going to frame these. I love them because they're different. They have like you see the wallpapered wall. This happens to be William Henry Harrison and DeWitt Clinton, both presidents. So I thought they were fun. Then I purchased these two nautical prints. Now, they are on like a poster board. They are they're thicker, but what I liked about them, of course, you know me, I love anything nautical, but I also like they have like a texture to them, so they almost look like a replica of an oil painting. So these I will be listing. As you can see, this is a large size, this is smaller. They will be listed unframed. Okay, so some of you may have been on my store site and noticed that I did add 2 more departments, one being kitchen, the other being stationery. Let me show you what I've added to my kitchen department. So let's begin with these tea towels. They're just beautiful. I don't know if you can see the one I have back here, but it is a, I felt it was a good theme for right now, the gardening theme, with the little sunbonnet and the green gardening apron. I just think they're beautiful. And two things that caught my eye on this company. They are made in Wisconsin. So with me originally being from the Midwest, of course, I enjoy that part of it. And they are printed using a water-based ink. So from the feel of them, the looks of them, I think they're going to wash beautifully. I have not washed mine yet, but so far I am just delighted with this company. I do have some fall ones ordered also, and I will put those on probably later in the summer, but for now this is what I have. And so if you're interested, go ahead and take a look. The other thing I have in my kitchen, I have purchased these out here at specialty markets for a while. It's Clara's Gourmet. Now the story behind this, what caught my eye with her, is that, first of all, it is a Massachusetts company, and she is originally from Czechoslovakia, and that is where my father's family is from. So of course I had that interest, but even better yet, she uses her grandmother's Czech recipes. They are shortbread cookies. I have lemon poppy seed, I have a ginger, and a I believe it's chocolate sea salt. So she uses her grandmother's recipes, and she uses as many natural ingredients as possible. So, and I'm telling you, in reading the ingredients, I can pronounce every one. So those are several things that caught my eye on the company. But like I said, these have been a repurchase for me personally, and I have enjoyed every one of them. The other thing is I am now carrying some jams from Maine, and this happens to be a strawberry rhubarb. I have a blueberry. They are delicious. This one, when my girls were all up here, we had a taste test, and they said this tastes just like mine when I make it from scratch. It is a jam, not a jelly, so it does have some, little pieces of rhubarb in it. The blueberry is the wild Maine blueberries. It is so good. We have gone through a couple of jars ourselves. My friend happened to stop by when we were doing the taste test. She bought some, so I think it's going to be a popular seller. Then this I was excited about. We had gone to Kennebunkport, and as we were going into town, there was an estate sale, so of course we stopped. And the woman there had some items that were her mother's, and so she was telling me that her mother loved England and especially London. So she had several pictures there. I was delighted. These are pictures of England, different places in London, and she said they actually came from London. So I did purchase all 3 of these. I love them. I cannot wait to get those up. And then she had these little Scotty dogs too. So and with the Scotty dog prints, she had some little Scotty dog figurines. So I already have these in my library. I am going to put these 2 Scotty dogs with this little English cottage print that I purchased also. And so I'm going to put those 3 pictures together. So that is that. Now, some other items that I purchased. I told you I started a stationery department. And when I was at the garden store, I believe it was the last video, maybe 2 videos ago, I had seen these cards. I loved that they were made here in New Hampshire. Now, the publisher is in New Hampshire. I don't know that all of the artists are from New Hampshire. They are from the U.S. The catalog was incredible. I mean, it was hard to decide. So I love little note cards. I keep a stash at all times. I may use them as birthday cards, a sympathy card, just a little, sometimes just a little thank you card, or just a little, to send a little note to someone. I do feel that the handwritten letter or the handwritten note is always nice to get. Several of you have sent me handwritten notes, and I cherish them. I have them in a special little, I have a little journal that I keep those in, and I just think we need to take time to write a little note sometimes. So anyway, these that I have, this one is called Seaside Wreath. So it's a wreath with a bunch of seashells on them. We have the lupin, we have loons, we have little foxes, little kit foxes. They're adorable. And I have so many more. You'll have to go online and check them out. But it's something I always have on hand. So again, I'm trying to carry and purchase items that I use myself. So beautiful, beautiful cards. So a couple more items that I found at an estate sale are pewter salt and pepper shakers. Now I did clean these up, and I don't think they were ever used. And the tops do come off, so I took them off and washed them inside also. There was nothing in them, so I don't think they were ever used. So it's 2 pairs of salt and pepper. I did not want to polish them up or anything, because for me personally, and the same with the copper, I love having the patina. To me, that shows its age and it makes them even more special. So these will be going into the store also. If you can see behind me, I purchased my first copper pan. It's, I will insert a picture here, a better close-up. I did polish it up. I was very excited to get that. It's a nice size, and I paid $20 for it. I couldn't believe it. So as you can see, I like copper. And then some other items that I found. These were deals too, and I've already used this. I will insert a close-up of this also. It has Lily of the Valley on here. It was so sweet for 50 cents. And what I used it for is when my Lily of the Valley were blooming, I picked some and put them in here with a little bit of fern, and it was just so sweet on the windowsill. These I were excited about. These I found 4 plates. They were 4 for $5. These are from France. I couldn't believe it. Out here, I do see a lot of things from England, not from France. And it is gold with the pink and the green. They're just beautiful. And then I'd also just purchased these. These have almost like a mauve hue to them, again with the flowers. I guess I'm into flowers. This pattern though, I do have a couple of other pieces in it, so that's why I picked those up. As you can see, I'm kind of mismatch, whatever. And then this tray, I thought this was fun. It's just I don't even know what it is. It's not plastic. I don't know. It was $1, great for serving, and or again, I could put a little display on it. And then I found these too. These are a little different. I loved the coloring. The frame is a navy blue, and I just loved the sweet pictures. These I will be putting in my shop. I will be selling them as a pair. I really don't want to break them up because I think they were meant to go together. I love them, and I'll be honest, I debated on keeping them, but I am going to share the love. So I will post these in the shop. And I believe that is it for now. I do have other items in the store. I do have a few more consignment pieces. It's going to take me a little bit of time to get those up, so please do keep checking back. Obviously, you love the consignment department. Things don't typically last very long on there, and so it is estate sale and yard sale season. I'm keeping my eye out for you. I'm trying to find some unique and special things. So be patient. As you know, the hunt is part of the fun. So that's it for today, friends. I hope you enjoyed this. I do have some decorating to do. As I said, helping my daughter get her apartment set up and decorated. I'm very excited about that because obviously I love home decor. So thank you so much for joining me today, friends. I hope you have a wonderful week. And if you are garage sailing, yard sailing, estate sailing, share below what you have picked up. I'm sure you've all picked up some treasures too. Thank you so much, and have a great week, friends. Bye-bye.